Hello everyone, welcome back to Meditating Dragon Yoga. Today we're doing a 30-minute and we will start in Child's Pose. Just kind of relaxing with this pose, chilling out. As you can see my little cat. It's just right behind me, chilling. We'll come onto all fours, taking cat-cows in your own breath. Inhaling, looking up, and exhale, curling the back. You can also warm up your wrists here by moving your hands in different directions, maybe even moving back and forth. I like to come onto my toes. From here, send your right arm out, left leg back, warming up that core, keeping everything tucked in. So it's like you're trying to tuck in your ribs, maybe reaching back for the foot, kicking into that hand. Coming back to center, and then release. Sending the left hand out, right leg back. Holding here. Maybe taking the bind. You don't have to do the bind if you don't want to. I suggest you give it a shot. It's not a requirement. And coming back and releasing. Taking another child's pose. Walking your hands over to the right. Placing the left hand on top of the right. And then walking over to the left. Right hand, top of the left. Coming back to center. And then making your way to a plank pose. Once again, warming up the core, maybe moving back and forth on the toes, warming up those ankles and those wrists a little bit. Sending the right leg up in between the hands, coming into a low lunge, inhaling the arms up overhead, opening up the hands to cactus arms. So you're trying to send the elbows forward, the hands back. It's a nice chest opener. Planting the hands on the inside of the knee. Coming to lizard pose. For lizard pose, you just allow the knee to fall over to the side, coming onto the outside blade of the foot. You can stay high on your hands or coming onto the forearms, maybe taking the bind. From here, planting the hands, stepping back, and chaturanga, inhaling upward dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Maybe bending and straightening the knees, just kind of warming up those hamstrings, trying to keep the back as straight as you can. Setting the right leg up in between the hands, once again, coming to Skandasana. Maybe taking the bind. Planting the hands, stepping back, plank pose. Setting the left leg up in between the hands. Setting the hands up overhead. Exhale, sending the hips forward. Opening up, cactus arms once again. If ever your knee is coming over your toes, just scoot your toes up forward just a little bit more. From here, coming to lizard pose. Oh, one more cattail. Maybe reaching back for the bind. From here, stepping back, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Cat's just photobombing. What a cube. From here, sending the left leg up between the hands, coming into Skandasana on this side. You can bring your hands wherever you like, whether it's heart center. Some people like to send their hands out, maybe taking the bind. There you go, pet a cat. Yeah. If you're high on your toes as well, that's okay. Some people can't put their full foot all the way down. Planting the hands, stepping back, high plank, moving back and forth once again. And chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing here. Bending the knees, straightening out the back. And from here, taking your right hand, placing it on the outside of the left calf, taking a nice twist. Twists are just like you're wringing out your spine. Maybe lifting up the right leg. Coming back to center and then twisting the other direction. Maybe lifting up that left leg. Always got to pet a cat. If you got a cat, go ahead and pet it. Oh yeah. That sounded dirty. Maybe lifting up that left leg. From here, walking your hands back towards your feet, taking your two first fingers or the peace fingers, scooting the cat out of the way so you can actually see. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward, trying to pull the chest closer to the thighs as much as you can. If you can't quite reach the toes, that's fine. Just bending the knees and then working on straightening out your legs. From here, coming back into plank pose and inhale, and then lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Sending the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, drop the heel, opening up the hip. Maybe rolling the ankle. This is a nice little hip opener. Replacing the foot and then lifting up the left leg. Sorry, the lighting decided to go weird. Bend the knee, drop the heel, rolling the ankle. And coming back down. Downward dog, catching the breath. Coming back to plank pose. And then coming on to your right hand and then the right foot, side plank. Maybe lifting up that left foot, you don't have to. And then dropping the left foot behind you, coming into wild thing. Coming back, three-legged downward dog. Left leg lifted, setting the right leg up in between the hands, growing at Virabhadrasana A or Warrior One. Setting the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, humble warrior. Trying to get the head to the ground if you can. If you're not quite there, that's fine. Lifting back up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana B. My hair is just crazy. Inhaling, reverse warrior. And exhale, Parsvakonasana. Parsvakonasana, you bring your elbow onto the knee, hand up overhead. From here, planting the hands, stepping back. Maybe taking a three-legged chaturanga. You don't have to. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. From here, coming into side plank pose on the other side. So left hand down. From here, coming into wild thing once again. It's a very pretty pose. I like wild thing. And then stepping forward with that right leg. Inhaling up, Virabhadrasana A. Exhaling the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding forward, humble warrior once again. Inhaling back up, Virabhadrasana B. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sorry, my camera cut off my hand. Then coming into Parsvakonasana on your exhale. From here, planting the hands, stepping back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Walking your hands back towards your feet again, this time tucking the hands underneath the feet. Inhale, look forward, flatten the back. Exhale, fold forward. This is called Padahastasana. The one with the two little fingers is called Padagustasana. Releasing, walking your hands forward once again. Stepping the right leg up in between the hands. Staying high on that back ankle, moving back and forth, warming up the ankle. From here, you're going to plant the left hand and reach back with the right hand. Coming back to the front of the mat. From here, taking a slight step forward, squaring the hips. Trying to keep both legs straight. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, flatten the back. From here, planting the right hand on the ground, opening up, half moon pose. Oh, I fell a little bit. Stepping back, Virabhadrasana B. Inhaling up, reverse warrior. Exhaling all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Catching up with your breath if you've lost it. From here, stepping the left leg up in between the hands, rocking back and forth on that lifted heel, sending that left arm back for that twist, coming back to the front of the mat, taking a slight step forward, squaring the hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, folding forward. From here, planting the left hand, lifting up, half moon pose on this side. Opening up Virabhadrasana B. Inhale, reverse warrior. And coming all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Coming high onto the knees. Going to do some back bends. Here you're going to place your hands or your fists at the small of the back, inhaling up and over. You're trying to have more of a bend in the upper back if you can. You might not go as far as I am here. Wherever you're at, coming into either child's pose or rabbit pose. Just releasing the back. From here, we'll go into a second round. You can either support the back once again, or maybe take your hands in heart center. But I always suggest, especially if you're new, to place your hands at the back. Maybe grabbing onto the ankles. Always keeping the hips above the knees if you can. Well, actually, not if you can, you should be. Coming back, child's pose or rabbit pose. Rabbit pose, you're just reaching back for the back of the feet, placing the crown of the head on the ground. From here, last round. Maybe going to the full extension. Thinking about it here. Now this is pretty advanced, so be very careful. I'm not fully able to get all the way back up from here, so I just kind of relax on my bag once I'm done. Wherever you're at, coming into child's pose or rabbit pose once again, or if you're like me and did the full extension and can't quite get all the way back up, figure it out. From here, making your way to another downward dog. From here, jumping through your hands or scooting through your hands, as the case may be, to a seated position. Keeping the chest open, back straight, coming into Navasana. You can bend the knees here if you'd like, or keep them straight. I like to keep my legs straight. Either way, trying to keep the back straight, chest open. If you start to collapse, you're not getting into the deep abs like you'd like to. Maybe for an extra challenge, bring the hands up overhead. And squeezing the knees into your chest, just release. Sending both legs out in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, peace fingers once again, the two first fingers. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, keeping a straight back. From here, if you can't reach your toes, keep the legs straight, but then grab onto your ankles or your calves or whatever. Inhaling back up, releasing. Coming to Navasana again. Maybe bring the hands up overhead. From here, we're going to bring our hands into heart center and do some twists. Go as fast as you can, maybe go to the beat of whatever music you're listening to. Bringing the hands up and then releasing, squeezing the knees into your chest. Sending the legs out in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, going a little further this time. Maybe taking the hands around the feet. Inhaling up, Navasana once again. Breathing wherever you are. Maybe lowering down, coming back up. Lots of different things you do in Navasana. I like to try to challenge myself, especially if this is my only workout of the day. And exhale, release. One last round, inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, coming just as deep as you can. Inhale, release. From here, I'm turning so you can see what I'm doing a little easier. Bringing the soles of your feet together as close as you can to your body, opening the feet up like a book. Inhale, up, exhale, folding forward, trying to keep the back flat as much as you can. You might only be able to go a little bit down before you start to curl the back. Once you start to curl the back, stop. Inhaling back up, this time scooting the feet forward and then bringing the hands underneath the knees, cupping the feet. And then folding forward. You're free to curl the back here. Inhaling back up. From here, coming onto your back, planting the feet. We'll do a few more back bends. Inhaling the hips up. My mom was a Pilates instructor, and she'd always say, whenever we would be doing this particular exercise, squeeze your butt together as though you've got a dime between your cheeks, trying to keep it up in there. For this next round, you can either do that modified bridge I just showed you, or coming into full wheel. Wherever you're at, trying to bring your chest forward. Whenever you're done, coming back down. Maybe squeezing the knees in your chest, release the back a little bit. And one last round, preparing. And inhaling up whenever you're ready. Just doing what you can. And exhale, coming back down. Releasing the back. I like to roll back and forth with my knees. Maybe taking a happy baby, bringing your hands on the outside of the feet, opening up the hips. From here, coming into Plow Pose, bring your feet up and overhead, trying to get the toes to the back of the mat. If you can't quite reach it, that's totally fine. Maybe you don't have to come into shoulder stand. Once you're in shoulder stand or even Plow Pose, don't try to look back and forth with your neck. That'll damage your neck. If you're in shoulder stand, coming back down, Plow Pose. Wherever you're at, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way back down to your back. Make sure you're taking care of your back. You don't want to just fall out of it. From here, reaching your hands up overhead and allowing the knees to fall over to the right, taking a nice twist. Coming back to center and sending your knees over to the left. Coming back to center, squeezing the knees into your chest. Rolling up and down the spine, maybe giving the spine a little bit of a massage here. From here, we're going to take a nice little twist. So tucking the left foot underneath your butt, taking the right foot over that left knee, inhaling the left arm up overhead and bringing the elbow on the outside of the knee, taking the twist and then switching to the other side. Squeezing the knees into the chest. From here, I'm turning so you can see once again. Either coming into lotus or half lotus or crisscross applesauce, whatever you'd like. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, allowing the hands to come overhead. Yoga Mudra. This represents the ending of our physical practice and the beginning of our meditation practice. Inhaling back up, placing your hands on your knees, slowing the breath down. Maybe closing the eyes. And whenever you're ready, coming into Shavasana. Shavasana, corpse pose. Can't get much more goth than corpse. Just laying on your back, hands at the sides, legs extended, and relaxing. You can stay here as long as you'd like. When coming out of Shavasana, just starting very slowly, wiggling the toes and the fingers. Making your way onto your favorite side, left if you're expecting, in the fetal position. Taking a moment to express gratitude to your body for what it's done for you today. And making your way up to a seated position at the top of your mat. Maybe stretching out the neck. Now bring your hands in the heart center. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste. Thank you and have a wonderful day, everyone.